This is Handelabra Games. In particular, this is Dolphin's Dive, the weekly strategically minded Sentinels of the Multiverse stream hosted by yours truly, Dolphin. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal is not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra Games on Twitch and Handelabra on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. You can follow me personally on Twitter at LootDolphin21, and on Twitch and YouTube is just LootDolphin, no digits. Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, and PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and always via good old analog cardboard and ink, which is what you have to do if you want to play the physical card game Oblivion. You can get the game and more info at sentinelsdigital.com. That was entirely from memory, so I hope that I didn't butcher it too much. I didn't even have it open, but I decided to just roll with it, considering all the headache that I've had today. But yes, this is the weekly strategically minded stream. And so you see that we're fighting Kismet, and of course, because it's the summer of ultimates, we are fighting Ultimate Kismet. And interestingly, I guess for various reasons, Kismet hasn't been on stream since week 17. So we're playing against her. We've played Trickster Kismet since, but we've not played base Kismet in a while. We're playing with a bunch of Freedom 6 members and Haka in his extreme form. Bunker, Freedom 6 Bunker is starting with an ammo drop and external combustion in 2 modes that he can use to discard with his base power to destroy pesky jinxes. Extreme Primordant's Haka has Haka of Battle, Haka of Shielding, Savage Mana, and Tau Moko, so he could start redirecting damage from a target with the damage reduction for extra aid. Freedom 6 Tachyon has a Fleet of Foot, Lightspeed Barrage, Nimble Strike, and Pushing the Limits. And Absolute Zero has the Focus Apertures, Frostbound Drain, Field Freeze, and Impale. So between Absolute Zero and Bunker, we might have all the ongoings taken care of, unless Lady Luck comes out. So the advanced rule for Kismet: at the start of the villain turn, Kismet deals each hero affected by a Jinx card 2 psychic damage, which is especially painful when you note that the Talisman provides a damage increase to Kismet based on the number of Jinx cards in play. So if a hero has like 4 Jinx cards next to them, they're going to be dealt 6 damage. It's not actually 6 damage each for each Jinx. It just says each hero affected by a Jinx. The challenge rule: at the start of each hero's turn, if the Talisman is in their play area, it deals that hero character card 4 fire damage. So you don't necessarily want Kismet to be on her flipped side, because the Talisman will be in a hero play area, and furthermore, on the advanced rule on this side, increased damage dealt by Kismet by 2. So it's a flat increase, not affected by the number of Jinxes, but still a damage increase, so you don't really necessarily want her on her flip side as you normally would in a base game, or a standard game, because you can control her deck way more easily. But let's go ahead and see what happens. Considering all the unluckiness of streaming today, you know, who knows what will happen in this game. Scattered Mind. Whenever that hero deals damage, their player must discard 1 card. Well, Tachyon has at least a burst, right? She likes all of her... She actually loves all of her cards that she has right now. But we can just give it to Tachyon. She's probably the best choice for that. And that is not a lucky card, so there's only 1 Jinx card in play right now. And we can easily get rid of it, like, right now. And if I do ammo drop, and I discard recharge mode, then I also draw a card from the deal. So much for that Jinx. How do I pick the heroes for these fights? Lemmy Adam says. And sometimes it's what I feel like playing. This particular week, I actually went through the statistics of my Dolphin's Dive games, and I chose the least played villain percentage-wise, and in particular one that hasn't been seen on stream for the longest time, and also hasn't... We're outruling the villains that we have defeated the ultimate versions of, because I think base Omnitron's actually the lowest percentage. Megalopolis is the least played environment, and these 4 variants are the least played variants, which is possibly a little inaccurate for Extreme Primordial's Haka, because I need to go through and double check when it was officially released, because I want to make sure that there isn't a that I'm not accounting for games where I couldn't have played as Extreme Primordial's Haka. But the Freedom 6s were definitely out when Dolphin's Dive started, and these were the least played versions of their heroes. But it does look like a very base game. Base game. Alright. Well, Talmoko for sure. And we can redirect damage from my hero character card until the start of my next turn. Which... Absolute Zero, you don't really want to redirect because he wants to be able to damage himself with fire. Tachyon might want to keep pushing the limits out, but Bunker doesn't necessarily need to be dealt damage, so Haka is just going to protect Bunker. And that's his job for this game, is to protect Bunker. Alright, then Tachyon. Fleet of Foot. Because we don't have enough cards in this game. These heroes are great at ongoing destruction. That was sort of a happy accident in that regard, and I noticed that when I selected them, but it wasn't an intentional choice per se. We're going to go ahead and draw our first blood on Kismet, because it gets me a card, and because we don't have enough cards yet, we're going to team leader and get more cards. Megalopolis is the least played. Gee, I wonder why. I mean, Megalopolis is kind of as bad as Rook City sometimes, except that Rook City gives extra villain plays, whereas Megalopolis takes away hero actions. Hi, Licky. I'm doing fine, except for the whole mic issue that we have today. I think focused apertures, because this will do more damage immediately. Hey, Selfaria. Hey, Lone Wolf. It's funny, because Megalopolis was like one of the first environments I played in when I was playing Sentinels for the first time, and I remember thinking it was a fun environment. But now, it's like, I don't ever really want to play Megalopolis, because it takes away so many actions. Karmic Disjunction, giving imminent destruction, which is actually super helpful because we didn't need that targeting innocence. So thank you, Kismet, for taking care of the card I wanted to get rid of anyway. Play this card next to the hero with the highest HP, going to Haka. Uh-oh. An inconceivable obstruction. Inconceivable! You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means. What is the hardest ultimate? That would either be Cosmic Omnitron or Misinformation. We've defeated Misinformation because of a hero team that was basically set up to stop her from doing things forever. And we haven't defeated Cosmotron yet. Because the few times that we faced him was because of a viewer's choice where they decided to put me with Omnitron X in Omnitron 4, which kind of made things even worse. Hardest ultimate is not Iron Legacy. Iron Legacy was like the easiest, well no, it wasn't the easiest ultimate victory I've had. It was like probably it was one of my favorite ultimate matches so far, in all honesty. Like, I rewatched it twice since I did it, and it's kind of amazing because, like, the team we had wasn't necessarily one that was well suited for it, other than having Fnatic on the team, but we went like 5 rounds before we could destroy an ongoing card, and we managed to stay alive. So, and he had a lot of damage reduction, a lot of HP recovery, so it was, like, we couldn't really damage him in that interim, but we managed to keep our team alive while Argent Adept digged for his ongoing destruction cards, and then we got the Fnatic card that really did it. Anyway, Kismet's here, and the inconceivable obstruction is preventing me from damaging her because it could put out a traffic pileup, which would be awful. I'm surprised there's only one of those in the deck. Actually, for as much as we hate Megalopolis for preventing us from doing things, it only has 4 cards that do that. Only 1 paparazzi, 1 traffic pileup, and 2 hostage situations. It feels like there's so many more copies of those. But I guess it's not as... I mean, it's still like a greater than 20% chance that when it plays a card, it will stop you from doing something. I think, though, I'm going to put out a flat cannon for setup, and I'm still going to discard a mode card, because we got lots of mode cards. I feel like this is the first time that I'm playing Freedom Stakes Bunker, and I actually have mode cards to do things with. But the Inconceivable Obstruction has to go, otherwise we can't really damage Kismet. Alright, I still don't really have a damage dealing power. So, I'll just get card draws going, and I'll just keep guarding Bunker, which is fine when I have Glassjaw next to me, right? This is a good plan. I think... I mean, I want to play Blinding Speed, but I'm going to start with Quick Insight. Because I have 1 more card play after this. And we could just stop Kismet from dealing damage, at which point we don't really need to worry about destroying Glassjaw immediately. I'll discard that one. We'll do Hypersonic Assaults. This would also stop the Talisman from dealing damage, so we could perhaps destroy the Talisman, or flip the Talisman, and then utilize it or something. But we'll see. Once in a while, you gotta improvise, is the flavor text on that card. I'm trying to read flavor text more. Once in a while, you just gotta improvise. Yeah, I've been reading flavor text more, and I think that the modules, or one of the modules, yeah. But the laws of thermodynamics have more to do with... Look, lady, all I know is fire gets all weird around me. I like that one. I'm gonna hold on to that field freeze. I don't have any modules. Thermal Shockwave would be fun, but I don't have any modules. Not that I can't use it without modules, but my base power would kind of be better for that purpose. So, I think we're going to Impale. We're just going to end this fight in like 10 minutes. If I just stop talking about unrelated things. I think so far the preamble has taken more time than the game we've played to this point. Ooh, police backup. Kismet cannot deal damage. Each player discards a card. That is not prevented. Adhesive Foam Grenade is great in Megalopolis. I think I'll just ditch External Combustion, maybe. Auxiliary Power Source is a weird card that I always want to get out, but I never really want to play it, because I always have better plays. Like, I don't want to waste my play phase playing this card so that the next round I could use an additional power. I don't need the card draw. But yeah, External Combustion's gonna hit the Talisman. The damage would actually redirect to Haka, and he would regain the HP back because of Talmoko. Except he still has Glass Jaw, so it wouldn't exactly be that, but... yeah, maybe I'll just discard Auxiliary Power Source. Oh no! Police backup is gone! Ah! Our backup's gone. I don't feel like Savage Mana is going to be prominently featured in this game. Burst, burst, burst. Accelerated assaults. And I don't have any equipment cards, so I can't cheese it with modular realignment. I don't foresee Coolant Blast being used, unless maybe the Talisman went in his area and then he did things. I mean, because the Talisman on the challenge rule deals fire damage. And put this in front of the hero with the highest HP. So if we could put the talisman in front of absolute 0, then we could just, like, have the fire damage doing things, but I don't know. I think we'll just do Equipment Blast. Up. Round 2 of Violet Trickster. We've had one Violet Trickster, yes, but what about second Violet Trickster? No, I'm not doing Enduring Intercession. I'm going to do Nimble Strike. And all of these are great cards! Urgh. I have no equipments in my trash. This is like a great card. But if I don't have any equipments in my trash or in my hand, I'm not going to use it. I mean, I could use it to deal myself 1 cold and 1 fire. But I don't have the modules! Where are the modules? Environment cannot play cards. And we can get rid of Glassjaw. Yay! So much for your jinxes. So we've thus far used Freedom 6 Bonkers Power 3 times to great effect. Still no damage dealing power. So we'll just keep Dominioning. Rampage! Okay. I do have a Pushing the Limits in hand, but I'm going to start with the Quick Insight. HUD Goggles. Pushing the Limits, number 2 or 3. HUD Goggles! I think we're just going to ditch one of those Pushing the Limits, play HUD Goggles, we get 1 more card play, and I have nothing, no ongoing card that I would want to destroy, so I'm going to Sonic Vortex, I guess, for an easy 3 damage. I can't bounce it off of Tachyon, but I could just do 3 damage. Alright, Fleet of Foot, Supersonic Response, and Lightning Reflexes. Bulletproof Glass has 4 HP if Captain Cosmic is anything to go by. Interesting. Alright, the police deal 1 damage, thus a gun deals 1 damage. In D&D, a gun deals 2d8 damage to the heroes at level 30 or something. Also, Legacy can punch 4 times harder than a bullet when he's not even trying. Yeah, the way that HP works in this game is kind of interesting to think about. I was actually watching an older Sentinels live stream, and I asked in that, like, I wonder what 2 HP looks like. Because 2 HP is not enough damage for, like, Tempest Squall to kill you. It's not enough for the police backup to kill you. It's not enough for a submachine gun to kill you. But it is enough for Haka's Rampage to accidentally kill you as a side effect of hitting other things. So what does that even, like, look like in a in an entity? Like, if I have 2 HP, what does that look like? Anyway. Cold Snap, Thermal Shockwave. Thermal Shockwave still at least 2 rounds away from being viable. I mean, he could draw an Isothermic Transducer, which would already make it so much better, but we'll do Cold Snap. Because more damage. I mean, Haka is really strong. This is true. Mr. Fixer can do 2 damage to you without any tool or style. So what does it look like? The hero with the highest deals the hero with the lowest. And regains 4 HP, deals each target 1, and does things. The submachine gun does 1 damage, but Parse does 2. But Parse also knows where your weaknesses are. Play this card next to the hero with the fewest cards in play. Whenever the hero's player plays a card, that hero deals themselves 1 melee damage. which can redirect to Haka anyway, so I stopped the environment from playing cards right before I played Dominion. That was kind of smart, but we can at least use Flat Cannon this round, so I have that going for me, which is nice. Do I have any equipment in my trash? I have an auxiliary power source. Yeah, we'll just auxiliary power source. I could have adhesive foam grenaded, but let's make things saucy. I can rampage, but I'm gonna put punish. No, I don't want to punish the weak. Punish the weak is actually really bad in a Kismet game because it will lower damage to Kismet and increase damage to the talisman. So I don't really want to punish the weak. Punish the weak and rampage is a nice combo though, because punish the weak reduces damage dealt by Haka to any target that isn't the non-hero target with the lowest HP. In particular, hero targets have a damage reduction. But I could just ground pound. Even though, like, Kismet isn't really doing much of anything right now. Could also just elbow smash. I could also just play a Haka of shielding and draw cards with it. So I'm gonna draw cards with that. Hey, look, there's the damage dealing power. Enduring Intercession is... As fun as it is to try to find a use for Enduring Intercession, I don't think Megalopolis is an environment where Enduring Intercession would do that much. Because all of the environment damage happens at the start of the environment turn and can usually be prevented. So it's not going to be too useful. Haka can rampage as hard as being slashed with a pure beam of lightning. But I mean, like, it's Haka. Haka could do anything. Do I have enough card plays, or do I just want to play the other pushing limits? I have a lightning reflexes. I have enough card plays. We'll save the 2 HP. And then we'll get more cards, because we clearly don't have enough cards in this game. I mean, that's sort of true because we haven't gotten modules yet. Oh boy, Absolute Zero. Jeez Louise. He has 12 cards that either are a module or find a module, and none of them were in the top 12 cards of his deck. Interesting. Pushing the limits. I have 2 card plays. I have 9 bursts in my trash. I have been dealt damage by Kismet, so this will do double hits. Now I have 10 bursts in my trash. That would bring Kismet down to 19 if I were to play those all right now. I do have a 2 left feet in play that I could get rid of, just to play Blinding Speed. But yeah, we might actually be getting set up to destroy Kismet the next round. So I'm just going to start working towards that. And then everyone draws a card! This might be the fastest Kismet game. Or not. I don't know. Kismet's not really that hard. She could just sometimes accidentally be super set up. But she never got to that point. And even if she did, we have a lot of contingency here. For instance... I mean, this is the modulus Absolute Zero game, but I could just play Frostbound Drain to deal 4 damage to Kismet right now. Yeah, I know. I know. I am plenty aware of the pain that my viewers will give me. Oh, hey, look! It's an onboard module installation. Perfect! It was only 14 cards down. At the end of the environment turn, one player may discard 1 card to destroy this card. Jeez, I wonder who should discard a card to do this. Keep drawing Enduring Intercession. Oh well. Alright, Kismet, what are you doing? Unlucky break. Oh no! Destroy 4 cards! Ah! Well, Dominion's not going to do anything if the game is to end fast. Talmoko isn't going to make the game end faster. Ammo Drop's not going to make the game end faster. That's not a lucky card. Alright, it's over. Unfortunately, I don't have the best setup here. But no, I don't need to do that, because I'll just externally combust. And this is how you defeat Kismet. This is how you defeat Ultimate Kismet. You don't want to play Enduring Intercession, because that's a waste of a card. Oh no, it's flipped! I could use the Talisman's power for funsies. But there's no reason to do so, because I can't draw cards with Tachyon. So I'm just going to select Bunker again. And the game is over. Tachyon MVP. That is how you defeat Ultimate Kismet. Alright. So I think this is going to pick up my mic, isn't it? Or pick up my typing. Yeah, it seems like it. So I'm not going to type that loudly, I guess. Actually, because I'm just going to ask a lot of questions in chat, I'm going to mute this mic because you know how Viewer's Choice works. I'm done typing. Not Zoe. So Dreamer, and then my group he was Hero 3, and he says the greatest hero who did Zelda's own stunts. Which I presume is Stuntman. Is it? Yeah, it's Action Hero because he has his own stunts. Hero 1 setting Sun Ra. That's not going to end poorly. Doing AoE across the board. I think Seamus intentionally made that choice. Missing number the Great. What was hero number 4? Oh, I know. That's not. That was me asking that. Hero number 2, base Nightmist. Dok'Thorath capital. And Hankeroid Freedom 5 Legacy for Hero 5. Alright, that's good at least. So we're waiting on missing number for Hero number 4. In the meantime, if you've forgotten how Dreamer works, she does not flip on her front side until there are no projections in play. And that's at the start of the villain turn. On the flip side, we need to put, what is it, H times 2 cards underneath the Dreamer, so 10 cards in a 5-hero game. At the end of the villain turn, the Dreamer deals each non-villain target 3 psychic damage, then the top 3 cards of the villain deck are played. Advance on the front side, reduce damage dealt to projections by 1, but not the Dreamer. Dreamer has no damage reduction. Advanced on the back, increase damage dealt by villain targets by 1, which does include the Dreamer because she's terrible like that. And the challenge rule, increase damage dealt to the Dreamer by 5, so anytime we accidentally hit the Dreamer, we lose. Reminds me, what's the Dreamer's main thing? Lots of monsters, no ongoings. Yeah, there are no ongoings in Dreamer's deck. All of the projections, though, basically they all target non-villain targets, so it's kind of interesting because they don't discriminate between hero and environment, which is, you know, fitting. Let's try the Scholar. I support the Scholar. Exactly. Ra cannot use his innate power in this game. So... Yep. It is what it is. But we're playing Ultimate Dreamer versus Setting Sun Ra, Nightmist, Action Hero Stuntman, Freedom 5 Legacy, and the Scholar in Dok'Thorath capital. I may go out in a blaze of glory, but your evil shall be consumed by purifying fire! Calm down. Calm down, Ra. You're at about here. We need you at here. Oh boy. You can blame Seamus for this choice, but Seamus is notorious for giving me terrible choices. Setting Sun Ra has Blazing Tornado, Drawn to the Flame, Flesh of the Sun God, and Living Conflagration. Nightmist has 2 Elder Rings, a Mist Form, and Planar Banishment. Action Hero Stuntman has Koot Get Koot, Steal the Scene, Stylish Armor, and Training Montage. Freedom 5 Legacy has Motivational Charge, Next Evolution, Legacy Ring, and Thok. So that's excellent for Legacy, in all honesty. And Scholar has 2 Grace Under Fires, a No Wind to Turn Loose, and Offensive Transmutation that normally is great against the Dreamer, but in this setup, not. Just remember, Ra is the one who is okay with burninating the Dreamer in canon. Fair enough. Alright, so we got Tooth Fairy, Granite Oni, Illusory Demon, Macabre Spectre, Grotesque Arachnoid, and her card play is Violent Nightmares, revealing 3 projections, revealing a Tooth Fairy, a Toy Master, and a Grotesque Arachnoid. Alright, we do not have a Dark Hero yet. Thank goodness. We only have 8 other projections, and we're discarding 2 of our cards. And Drawn to the Flame is not a card that's going to be used in this game. I'll ditch an Elder Ring, I guess. These are all good choices. I'm gonna ditch Koot Get Koot. I have to ditch 2 of these, is annoying. Because I want all of these! Thok, I guess. Hello, Fusuke. No Wind to Turn Loose isn't going to be good when I have no cards in hand. And by the way, in case you missed our card discarding, we're gonna do it again! Yay! Is there any fire damage? I don't think there's any fire damage on this side or that side, so Flesh of the Sun God's not too helpful. Frankly, I feel like Nightmist is probably gonna mist form at some point. So I think we're gonna ditch Elder Ring. I mean, it's very possible that the way we win this game is Nightmist in mist form, redirecting all the damage that would be dealt to the Dreamer, while the environment takes out all the projections. That might be a thing. It could also could be destroyed by ongoing destruction, which only happens with illusory demons, but hey. These are all good cards again. I want to keep Stylish Arbor to keep alive in this game, so I feel like... Oh, but this is a good card too, because I can... Or no, this is Action Hero Stuntman, which, you know, he's great and all, except he doesn't have the irreducible damage power, which would normally be great in this situation. So I think I'm going to ditch Steal the Scene. I want to keep Next Evolution. I also want to keep Motivational Charge. I also want to keep Legacy Ring. Damn it, Migrant P. Why did you set the seed for this game? Why? Why? Alright, good news. We made it to the first turn. And they have a damage reduction. I can definitely get rid of a 3 HP thing in this round. Scholar could definitely get rid of anything, basically. Remember that the Scholar can bring stuff out of the trash. Don't dismiss that. True story. Yeah, I anticipate that people are going to view my Nightmist as rather boring, but she's probably going to misform. Blazing Tornado, and we don't really have that much damage going on, so I think it's Blazing Tornado and Motivational Charge to get rid of a Tooth Fairy. Oh yeah, Scorched Earth, another outstanding card. Hi Evil, I'm Dad. Alright, if I do Stylish Armor, well, I guess it doesn't matter the order that I do these. If I do Stylish Armor, then I have a damage reduction if I use Training Montage. But whatever. Do that. Draw 2, play an ongoing. I don't have any. So, in medias res. Alright, that's something. That's good. I could have Legacy have Stuntman play in medias res. That seems like a wise idea. If only I had the card that let me use the power at the start of any hero turn. Toymaster is doing damage based on the number of equipment cards. He's only doing 2, which isn't bad. It'd be a shame to waste this big damage hit, but the ones that have the 8 HP I can't kill anyway. The Grand Oni, however, could be killed, and he hits the lowest. The Illusory Demon at least doesn't hit the lowest, but he hits the highest for a lot. The Arachnoid also doesn't hit the lowest, but he does 2 to many things. But I can't kill it right now. I could just take out the Tooth Fairy in one shot, and then we don't have to discard cards anymore. We also would be taking a lot of damage. So, what do? Who's the lowest right now? Stuntman? Ugh. I mean, the highest is currently Nightmist. Provided Scholar doesn't regain a hit point. So I'm not worried about, like, the illusory demon. The Arachnoid I can't take out. The Macabre Spectre hits everyone. I'm just gonna hit the Spectre because it hits everyone. And I mean, there's a big chance the environment's gonna play something that hits everyone. But I'm just gonna skip. It's only 1 hit point. Oh, good! Get out of the way. Perfect. A card I wanted. Hey, look! It's a card that hits everything. So when I hit the Dreamer, I have to redirect it. And we're actually gonna redirect it this time. Not like that one time that I hit yes without thinking. Or no without thinking. Redirect is the hero with the lowest. Which is currently Stuntman. Who does have the damage reduction at least, so that's fine. So there's no need to really consider whether I should do it or not. We will just do it. And I do want to redirect. You want to redirect 7 melee damage aimed at the Dreamer to Action Hero Stuntman. Yes, I do! See, I did it. I know how this works. I know how the challenge rule works, guys. And then the rest of this I don't think matters, as far as I can tell. You successfully made it 1 round without accidentally killing the Dreamer. If you missed it like 4 or 5 weeks ago when I accidentally killed the Dreamer because I wasn't paying attention to what the card said, that was my B. Also, I forgot that the Granite Oni also, as I mentioned, these things generally target non-villain targets, so the Granite Oni is fine because it's going to be targeting environment things, most likely. But yeah. Discards. Scorched Earth is an easy decision. These are all good cards. I'm going to go with Planar Banishment because that doesn't destroy or there are no ongoing cards to destroy. We could destroy environment cards, but we also have Legacy for that. We have a Stylish Armor in play, and I know we could destroy equipment, or that equipments could be destroyed when we get rid of that. Ah, jeez, I want all of these! I want Next Evolution to deal with psychic damage in the future, but fine, I'll discard that. I could attack the Dreamer with Dr. Medico. And that would regain a lot of hit points. Also, the Dreambound Ravagers is dead. Oh no, the Dreambound Ravagers! Whatever shall we do? In all honesty, the Dreambound Ravagers was the MVP of the past round, dealing the most damage other than maybe the Scholar. Alright, play that card. I could damage something. I want to take out the Tooth Fairy, but I can't really. Well, I guess if I utilize... If I use... because I could... If I do the +1, I could do more damage with this, so that would be fine. I can kill the fairy with the tornado. Yeah, I can currently kill it with the tornado. I can't hit the Macabre Spectre with this hit and then take out the Tooth Fairy because it will regain hit points. So it probably seems best to throw this hit somewhere else. And the Arachnoid's kind of hitting harder right now. Well, it's hitting as hard as the Spectre. So we'll do that. He does have a card where his damage cannot be increased, but without that card in play, HP recovery... Oh, Void Guard, yeah, Void Guard, Dr. Medico, and... Wait, what am I thinking? I was thinking of Sentinels, Dr. Medico, you could put out his signature so that when he would deal damage, a target instead regains that much hit points. So you could target the Dreamer and have someone regain 8 hit points for free. Oh good, Oblivion. Another card I could discard. It's only a 2 though, so it's not even a good discard. Alright, I should totally in medias res to go back to the start of my next turn for no reason. Deal 1 target 2 melee damage, destroy a card, deal up to 3 targets 1 damage. This would only be good for doing 1 damage and destroying something I don't want. Coordinated Assault is a good way of getting Medico to deal a lot against the Dreamer. I think I'm going to skip because I want to play Violent Escalation off of my power, because this will increase the damage. This is now the damage it says it does, except to the Oni. Isn't this team kind of AoE heavy? Well, Legacy doesn't really have AoE. And Setting Sun Ra being AoE? What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm gonna do the big hit. Well, not the big hits, but I'm gonna hit the Arachnoid. The Arachnoid. I would love to hit you, but I can't. I kind of want to save the demon for last, because he's gonna destroy an ongoing card. Deal a target to deal damage. Oh no, you couldn't actually hit me. Oh, whoops. Moving target would be great if we had lead from the front. And then I could do 1 point of damage. Or I could be immune to Toxic, which would save me 4 hit points. Because we're certainly not... Oh no, actually we do have a Grace Under Fire that's doing 5 damage, which will take out one of those already. So yeah, the hit points here are better. So I'll just do it on here. Stuntman does have AoE through his mind, and you don't want to play it. Like, his mine, if it enters play, it's kind of bad because it does things when this card is destroyed. So there's no way we could stop that from doing things. Thankfully, it's not going to accidentally enter play in this game. Oh yeah, and Pistolet Mitrailleur. Hey, good, Flesh to Iron. Defiant Looters. If an equipment card is discarded this way, move it to its owner's hand. So let's see what we get. That's not an equipment. That's not an equipment. That's not an equipment. That's not an equipment. Oh man. But we did get the Whippicorn. Yay! No! No! I mean, I'm okay with the Defiant Looters going. That's fine. But Dark Hero now. If only I had a card on Stuntman that would allow for a damage increase. Alright, Staff of Ra is definitely playing. Staff of Ra, increased damage by 1. This will let me do 2 points of damage, and definitely the Dark Hero needs to go. And next round, Inferno would take care of the Dark Hero at least. We are not destroying that. This is the boring Nightmist game. Because we're going to keep Mistform as long as we can. And now with the -1, all of these are pretty unattractive. When Stuntman is dealt damage by a villain target, destroy this card and use a power. I mean, I could play Moving Target so that when Stuntman is dealt damage by something, he could use his power to play in medias res to skip the rest of the villain turn. But I don't think that's necessarily wise. I'm just gonna skip, as boring as it is. Oh good, a hidden mine. Alright, definitely that. Motivational charge would not get past damage reduction. Max evolution again would lower toxic damage. Legacy's the lowest right now, so the Oni's gonna go after him. I think we're just gonna do... Yeah. Oh, I guess we could have someone play a card. If it would be useful. Plankes Vus. Now, we don't really have enough cards to do anything, so I'm just gonna hit the Dreamer! No, we're not hitting the Dreamer. I could have Raw play Inferno. But then he wouldn't have a card to play on his turn, is the thing. So let's go back to the power and think about that. If I have Raw play Inferno, he could definitely... No, actually no, he couldn't take out the Dark Hero. Because that's 3 minus +1 -2. We'll take the hero down to 1. And then I could hit the Arachnoid, the Demon, and the Master. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna worry about that. Kinda wish you had me bring Fnatic for End of Days. Flesh to Iron. See, the problem is if I play Flesh to Iron, then I discard my next card, basically. But Flesh to Iron is part of what we were thinking about with Scholar anyway, for keeping alive. But the good news is Solid to Liquid is not a card that I would play, so... Oh good, Orbital Bombardment. I say that sarcastically, but that's actually kind of fine. It kills the team, basically. But Nightmist is okay with that. Poor Legacy, though. Alright, what do I want to do here? I have to hit the Dark Hero. Yeah, I have to play Inferno and hit the Dark Hero with this. So that I could take him out with Blazing Tornado. I could also let the Orbital Bombardment go off. I said I was going to do... I was going to let it go off anyway, but I don't know that I actually want to sacrifice my team. Especially because... we don't have enough ongoing cards. I guess we do have a lot of ongoing cards that we could keep Mist Form in play. But... someone's basically going to go down. I can basically hit everything that doesn't have a DR. Or I could just hit nothing because they all have enough DR. Okay then! Well, in that case... there. I mean, it might be worth flipping the Dreamer, though. The problem is that I need to get the Onis down to 2 in order for Orbital Bombardment to take out the Onis. And they have a lot of DR. That's the problem. So, and even if I didn't take out the Dark Hero, that would mean they have a DR of 3. So yeah, I don't think I can have the Orbital Bombardment work to my favor. I'm just going to continue with my card hoarding here. Oh my god, I just had an idea. This is going to be so stupid. Deal 4 energy damage to each non-Thorathian target. Put out moving target and Blancas Vus. And then have Stuntman play in medias res. And then Orbital Bombardment goes off again! Yay! That is like the stupidest plan. Oh man, it's so stupid, but I sort of want to do it because that would clear the board. And then we could actually start with the part of the game that matters. Micro P loves it. Oh no. Alright, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Our moving target. So now, when... Oh no, never mind. I'm misreading this card. It's when he's dealt damage by a villain target, not by an environment card. Okay, never mind. I keep forgetting that part. That was going to be so amazing though. So that's not gonna work. Or no, I could still... Never mind, what am I thinking about? Blancas Vus would do it. Never mind, let me take a step back. Blancas Vus does exactly the thing I was hoping for. I was thinking I had to use moving target with Blancas Vus, but no. Blancas Vus would do it, yeah. Sorry, false alarm about the false alarm. A false alarm. Do I want to play moving target though? Dealt damage by a villain target, destroy this card and use a power? I mean... Sure? I guess, I don't know. And we'll go ahead and flank smash. Because we do need to get the Onis down somehow between Stuntman and Orbital Bombardment. Not really worried about the other things as much though. Is there a card play I want to make? Oh, let's do hit points because it's likely that we're going to be in a world of hurt. In fact, we could destroy Blancas Vus with the Illusory Demon. When his card is destroyed, you may use a power. So, I mean, it will do literally the same thing. So, but it also takes care of the Illusory Demon destroying a card. Nightmist is at full hit points. Alright, so discard. And now in order for Scholar to actually have cards, he needs to skip twice. And he gets a Flesh to Iron. And to get out of the way, 2 cards that aren't useful. Oh no! The Orbital Bombardment's going off! Get the Illusory Demon last. And then we destroy Blancas Vus. So now I can play a card. And I currently have damage boost of 2. So if I do usual solution, it would get past the projections damage reduction. Deal 1 target 2, deal up to 3 targets 1. I would be able to take out one of the Granite Onis. But one would survive, and the other one would definitely not die before the next dream return. So I'm just going to go ahead and in medias res. And we're going to have a second orbital bombardment! Yay! We had one orbital bombardment, yes, but what about the second orbital bombardment? I feel like the music just went down, by the way. Yeah, it did. It got affected by the animation. I think, though, I don't want to play these cards now. Hidden Mind will never be played. Usual Solution... I mean, I do have to do an extra point of damage to both of the Onis, I guess. That's the problem. That's the problem. And I can't actually get there even with 2 damage boosts. So maybe, well, we'll do 1 boost. Actually, because I have to destroy an ongoing equipment or environment card. I could just destroy superhuman durability. And I guess with Flame Spike we can do it. So yeah, we're gonna have to utilize Ra here. The thing is, if I utilize Ra, do I actually need to usual solution? I don't think I do. I'm still gonna use the power, because moving target is most likely going to get destroyed by the Dreamer, and when it happens by villain damage, destroy this card and use up power. So I could use base power to do things again. And now I have 3 usual solutions. You don't always need a 3rd usual solution, but if you get it, then you have it. Yes, player plays Ra, Flame Spike. So that's actually going to fizzle on the first hit. I do need to play the usual solution after all. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and apply the usual solution of playing usual solution. And I'm going to keep the orbital bombardment because I need its damage. I'm going to destroy superhuman durability because I have another copy in my hand. And then I'm not going to hit anyone with this. And superhuman durability, you're back! Yay! And then we can have Ra play his card. Oh no, you can't hit a thing. But then, Blazing Tornado. And now the Granite Onis will perish by the orbital bombardment. Oh boy. I'm gonna skip again here though, because I'm trying to build up cards. I don't know that those are good cards though. Alright, Granite Oni's gone. And Granite Oni's gone. Hero with the lowest is Legacy. Legacy's most likely just... yeah, he's definitely dying. Like, this is Legacy's swan song. He's not gonna survive this, because I have to redirect to Freedom 5 Legacy, and then this happens. Oh good, Freedom Fighters. This is how Legacy dies, which is actually really bad because I wanted to destroy Legacy's cards with the Dreamer. But I definitely wanted to have the Dreamer redirect first, so yes. So yeah, Legacy's going down regardless. So I don't know how many ongoing cards we have now. We have 5, and I want to keep Mistform. Which means I'm losing everything. I could discard, or I could destroy Mistform and start playing Nightmist for realsies, though. Start getting her set up with Amulet and Master of Magic. So I guess we could just destroy Mistform. Moving target is just gonna get destroyed super fast anyway. Blazing Tornado over Living Conflagration, and I would love to keep Flushed Iron, but I do have another copy in my hand anyway, so we'll just destroy that one. Oh, never mind. We're destroying all of them because we're destroying 5. I thought it was 4 for some reason. Never mind. We're just destroying all of them. Why don't you read the cards? Like, the thing is that I'm so used to playing with 4 heroes that I always instinctively react as if I have 4 heroes. So I knew that it was going to be 4 cards when she flipped, but no, it was 5. The good news is that we have Violent Nightmares from your first card play, giving me a Dark Hero, and a Grotesque Arachnoid, and a Violent Nightmares, giving me another Dark Hero. Oh boy. This is how you die. Oh boy. Well, Nightmist cannot deal damage. Man, all those +1s is really painful to see. I feel like I'm playing Iron Legacy now. That's not good. Oh boy. Well, Ra's gone. Nightmist is alive with 4 hit points. Destroy each non-hero target with 4 or fewer HP. Which would take out the Treacherous Ape, which is currently going to kill Nightmist. Or you could put out the Amulet of the Elder Gods and use that. Reload my chat thing, John says. My chat apparently died. Sorry, guys. Is my chat working now? No one's responding to me. Actually, is my internet being a bit iffy? No, I haven't dropped frames. If only I had missed. Oh boy. Well, I'm sure you all had a delight sending me messages that I couldn't see. Right. So I could put out the Amulet to save Nightmist, because we could redirect Treacherous Ape's damage, which is 5, by the way. Redirect that to someone, I guess. Maybe Treacherous Ape, because it's going to also kill Stuntman. And then I could use Stylish Armor. Or destroy Stylish Armor. Deal 1 target 10 irreducible fire damage to take out the Dark Hero. All of these don't seem like necessarily useful things. But I think Amulet is kind of what I have to do to keep Nightmist alive. Yes, I do want to discard those cards. Yeah, and Oblivion is not going to work. And I'm going to redirect this to Stuntman! No, we're not. Treacherous Ape. So welcome back, guys, to the Dreamer Wins Brigade. Alright, stylish armor, because I could just get another one. I don't think... I mean, Lance Flammies would actually be really good. In fact, we could have him use Lance Flammies on Legacy's turn. The problem is getting past the Dark Hero's damage reduction. This says, when this power is used outside your turn and reduces a target to 2 or fewer HP, destroy that target. So obviously we want to get Dark Heroes down to 2 or fewer. Which, if I get a +1 with base power, then usual solution would do 1 melee damage to a Dark Hero, a singular Dark Hero. Oh, but that's still not going to be good enough, because then Lance Flammies would also only do 1 damage. Unless I need to have Nightmist deal damage, is the thing. Now imagine that I play Heedless Lash, and I reveal a 4. Then everything goes to crap anyway. Which is not good. Armor isn't going to make a difference. Get the Flammies. You have a point there. Yep, alright. Play a card or use a power. Well, doesn't really matter if I use a power or play a card, but we'll use a power. Actually, if I do this... Oh, but that's gonna destroy Amulet. Or is Stylish Armor technically still in the list of things that are being destroyed right now? Oh, there's 2 +1s. Hello. Oh, well, there's the Amulet. I don't know that that's necessarily a good thing. I think Scholar is probably the only one that has a chance of surviving anyway, so I think we're just going to let that go. And actually, I don't have to do this hit here. I basically need to get set up for Lance Flammies to take out 4 things, so let me rewind that. Yes. Oops. I could shuffle a trash. I can't see trashes when Amulet is in the way. But yeah. Redirect that to the Treacherous Ape. And then destroy Stylish Armor. We'll put Lance Flammies in hand. We'll use a power. We'll play usual solution. And I certainly need to do 1 hit to the Dark Hero. To a Dark Hero. So now, when Lance Flammies hits a Dark Hero, or hits this Dark Hero, it will take it out, as long as I do the damage boost, which I will certainly do. Once that Dark Hero is gone, then this Dark Hero would be hit with 2, so I do need to hit it with 1 right now. And now the Dark Heroes are low enough to be taken out. Lance Flammies is going to do 3 damage to other things. Ugh, but there's the Illusory Demon is going to destroy an ongoing card, and it's going to hit the hero with the highest, who is Scholar. There are too many bad things going on here. Well, Lipicorn's bad. If I have 1 hero left and that hero cannot deal damage, this game is kind of over. So now, do I want to shuffle a trash into their deck? could get 5 HP for Nightmist. I don't think that's going to make a difference. Do I want to call forth and maybe find another amulet? Do I want to Star Shield Necklace and discard a 4 that I have with Call Forth, which is less HP? Then Mist Field Recovery. Do I want to Heedless Lash and maybe find something that might not do a darn thing? Actually, if I Heedless Lash and I reveal a 4, I'm dead. If I Heedless Lash and I reveal a card that I want to play, most likely it's going to deal Nightmist damage, which is going to kill her, and then I'm dead. So I don't think Heedless Lash is the answer. And in order for me to actually hit a projection, the only number I can reveal is a 3. And then I could do 1 point of damage, so that doesn't seem wise. The best might be to just Enlighten, maybe get enough cards for Scholar to do something cool. And I get a 4! Oh right, I can't deal damage because of Whippocorn. Yes! I totally forgot about that part of the whole Whippocorn thing. Which is good because if Stuntman couldn't deal damage, this whole plan would go to crap anyway. But yeah, Scholar is going to be the last survivor, and so Scholar needs to get things that will help. Such as Expect the Worst. And Grace Under Fire. And since I can't deal myself damage, I'll go ahead and take these 2 free cards. Maybe I'll get a Mist form. Or maybe I could Mistbound the Dreamer. That seems wise. Actually, yeah, I cannot use the usual solution right now. Which is fine. But if I want to use Lance Flammies, I cannot use the usual solution. And I'm definitely not playing Hidden Mine. But I do need that damage increase. So here I'm going to use a power. Take out the lower Dark Hero. Take out the higher Dark Hero. There are no ongoing cards in play, so this is a safe action. And I can take out the Toymaster. Yay! 5 to go! Expect the Worst is probably my option here. I could do double Flesh to Iron, but then I'm discarding 2 cards. Which isn't that bad, but it would give me a damage reduction of 4. Whippocorn wouldn't hit me. Grotesque Arachnoid wouldn't hit me. Granite Oni wouldn't hit me. Dreamer wouldn't hit me. And all the Dark Heroes are now underneath the Dreamer. In fact, what's the most damage that can happen? Night Terrors, actually? Yeah, no, Night Terrors is game over. Especially if she, like, gets 3 projections out, gets 3 projections out, gets 3 projections out, and then Night Terrors. So no, I think it's gonna just be an Expect the Worst. Proverbs to Flammies. It would not actually reduce the Whippocorn or the Arachnoid down. Because he only has 1+1. Well, I could have set up the previous round damage to do that. I mean, that is a good idea, though. But no, I think the only way that Scholar can reasonably, like, survive for certain is with Expect the Worst. So of course Nightmist and Stuntman are going down, but we have 4 heroes that can keep the Scholar going. See, Macabre Spectre would do 3 damage to things. Dreamer's doing 4, which takes out Nightmist. Deals 4. Deals 0. Tooth Fairy. Whippocorn. And Tooth Fairy. Oh no, we're discarding 2 cards. So yeah, like I could have taken out 2 more projections, but I wouldn't have the Flesh to Iron, or not Flesh to Iron, and expect the worst going. So this is fine. Get out of the way still can't be used. And I don't think I'm going to use Solid to Liquid in this game still. Like, Solid to Liquid is like the elemental I use the least, because it seems like of all the elementals, this one gives the least benefits. It can certainly help Scholar heal to max faster, but I would either want damage reduction straight up, or I would want to retaliate when I regain HP. Solid to Liquid would definitely help with the HP regain for damage dealing, but I also prefer to just combo multiple mortal forms to energies. I could now destroy 3... 3. Yeah, no, 3. Macabre Spectre, Tooth Fairy would go if I destroy each non-hero target with 4 or fewer. Grace Under Fire is going to do 5 afterwards, which isn't enough to take out any one of those things. Oh boy, that's an... one hero target may deal 1 environment target 2 melee damage. An environment target dealt damage this way deals each non-environment target 1 melee damage. That's an exciting one. Yeah, the problem is now if I Grace Under Fire after I get rid of 3 things, I won't have enough damage to Grace Under Fire 1 of them away. I mean, there might be a way, there has to be a way that we can get Scholar to do all the things he would want to do. I think the one, so let me just think about this for a moment before I commit to this, because I can't rewind after I get past Nightmist's turn. Destroy each non-hero target with 4 or fewer. Spectre, Fairy are gone. And we have 2 Whippocorns, a Grotesque Arachnoid, a Granite Oni. There is a great chance the environment will play... well, there's a great chance they'll play a Thorathian military, in which case that won't help at all. If they were to play Genebound Ravagers, I could plan around that, but I can't. Even Freedom Fighters would be great. But... like my current thinking is destroy each target, so we're down to those 4. And then Nightmist has Scholar play a card, and he keeps moving twice, and then plays Grace Under Fire. The problem with that is that he won't have enough cards to sustain mortal forms. But the mortal forms would go off when the Scholar regains 2 hit points, so he would take out... he would do 2 damage twice. And with the Grace Under Fire, that's going to take something down to 5. Or, yeah, it's going to reduce 5. So it could take a Whippocorn down to 1, or a Grotesque Arachnoid down to 2, in which case the mortal form would do that. So that leaves me with an extra 2, which takes a Whippocorn down to 4. So Scholar just needs to be able to do 4 extra damage after all of those shenanigans. And he does have in Proverbs and Axioms that he could have... oh, right. We can have him regain a hit point through a power, and that will do 2 damage. And then Scholar could then play a card and could play Proverbs and Axioms to regain 2 hit points and do enough. Alright, we got this. Destroy each non-hero target with 4 or fewer. Bye, Ra! You no longer exist. And then play a card. Keep moving. I hope I have Mortal Forms in my deck, otherwise this doesn't work. I do! I didn't remember discarding any, but... Mortal Form. And then Grace Under Fire. This does 5 to take the Arachnoid down to 2. And then Scholar uses a power, regains a hit point, and then takes out the Arachnoid. I can just do that right now. And then play a card, Proverbs and Axioms. Gets me a card. And then I will regain 2 hit points. Whippocorn. Whippocorn. Regain 2 hit points. Whippocorn. Alright, Dreamer now has 10 cards underneath her. At the start of the villain turn... At the start of the villain turn, if there are 10 cards under this card, the heroes win the game! So... now all I need to do is stay alive. I don't need to worry about the other projections. But I want to play the Fleshed Iron, just in case the environment deals 12 damage to Scholar somehow. So we'll Fleshed Iron. We'll keep 1 Mortal Form so I can do an extra thing. Hit the Dreamer. No! John is a bad person. You heard it here first. Transmutive Recovery would be nice. And then a minion. So it's good that I played the Fleshed Iron. The military. So... do you want to redirect this damage? Yes! I don't want to blow it now because I'm an idiot. I'm having painful flashbacks to 5 weeks ago or wherever. And we did it! We woke up the Dreamer, guys! Oh boy. Dreamer has been defeated. So we can cross Dreamer off this list. I also forgot to cross Kismet off this list. Whew! Alright. It's 7:54. We had technical difficulties at the start, so I think I'm just going to do one more game. And... the question is... at times like these, you raise your arms in the air and yell, woo! I actually had a really fun game a couple nights ago against Iron Legacy. Which I know is weird. Iron Legacy? Fun? What? But... Iron Legacy actually, like, I started the game with no galvanized, but a demoralizing presence and a vigilance. And none of the heroes had ongoing destruction, so I was like 95% likely to just reset the game, because I figured vigilance and no ongoing destruction, and he also had his damage reduction card and HP recovery. So I was like, there's no way that I can pull this off. But I decided I was just going to go with it, because whatever. And it took me like 2 or 3 rounds to find ongoing destruction, but I managed to do it and destroy vigilance. And somehow through all of that, I managed to win with everyone surviving. And I was super stoked at that because I was literally going to reset the game because I'm like, this is not a good start. No way I can recover from this, and then I did, so it worked. So we're playing a team game for our random match because that's what the random number generator said. So I need to make sure that when I hit random, I get things that haven't been played before. Or haven't been beaten yet, rather. And Operative has been beaten. So I'm just going to keep hitting random until we get a team of things that we haven't beaten. Greaser has been beaten. Proletariat hasn't. Ambuscade hasn't. Airman has. Plague Rat hasn't. Greaser has. Friction, I believe. Nope, Friction hasn't. Greaser was. Ambuscade, Baron Blade, Citizen's Hammer and Anvil, Proletariat, and then Operative, no! Operative, no! Sergeant Steele's been defeated. This is gonna be fun. I should probably do a better system than just hitting the random button. Airman's been defeated. Biomancer, Baron Blade, Friction. Alright, here we go. This is the match. And we're doing Advanced here. We're doing Ultimate here. Whoops. Yeah, because that's a little weird. And then that's Ultimate. So, Advanced Biomancer, Ultimate Baron Blade, Ultimate Friction versus Best of Times Chrono, Prime Warden's Tempest, and Naturalist in Insula Primalis. Yeah, I could have just done that, but whatever. It's fine. Can you feel your flesh crawl? But of course, it crawls to me. I've seen all manner of evil varmint across space and time. I tell them the same thing. Draw. Alright, so, Chrono-Ranger has Eye on the Prize, Hunter and Hunted, Neurotoxin, Dart Thrower, and Temporal Grenade. Prime Warden's Tempest has Elemental Subwave Inducer, Lightning Slash, Otherworldly Resilience, and Shielding Winds. Naturalist has Indomitable Force, 2 Primal Charges, and a Resilient Hide. So, if you don't remember, Biomancer is advanced. At the start of Biomancer's turn, if there are 3 or fewer villain targets in play, the top card of Biomancer's deck is played. Probably not likely to trigger unless we leave Biomancer for last or something. Baron Blade. Advanced, reduce damage dealt to device cards by 2. Challenge, Baron Blade is immune to villain damage. So the only way to hit Baron Blade is with ourselves, or the environment. And then Friction. Advanced, reduce damage dealt to Friction by 1. Challenge, the Shock Dampener's card is indestructible. So she cannot damage herself either. Which is normally how you would want to do it, is just have her take herself out by taking out her lightning immunity, but oh well. So we're starting with a Homunculus and a Tempersonation, beautiful. Genetically Fused Physique, followed by Displacing Teleporter, and then Shock Dampeners, and Stolen Gear. And then we have Blade. So that's not actually a terrible start other than Tempersonation. But let's see. If I use Eye on the Prize, I could use up the damage reduction on Biomancer. And then I could put out Temporal Grenade and use it to destroy Genetically Fused Physique, which would allow us to hit Baron Blade for more, plus I could also hit Biomancer with that 1 energy damage. I could hit Tempersonation with Eye on the Prize and Temporal Grenade, and we can try to get him out faster, because he's certainly the biggest damage dealer right now. I could Neurotoxin Dart Thrower Tempersonation just so he doesn't hurt us as much. But I think I definitely want to get rid of Genetically Fused Physique ASAP so I could start damaging Baron Blade proper. So let's Eye on the Prize. And I think because Biomancer is going to regain it back anyway, we should just focus on Tempersonation then. Get Sudden Contract, which I want to play, but Temporal Grenade first. And then certainly with this version of Chrono-Ranger, we could put out By Any Means and have it spread the wealth, so that's good. But Tempersonation, And then all these other guys have damage reduction. Except for Blade. Alright, Blade, do your worst. Move one Nemesis from Blade's trash into play. Fixer is not active in this game, though, so that's fine. All of us are tied right now for lowest. Well, if I get Tempest with Otherworldly Resilience, this would be fine. Oh, but I have to discard a card. Shielding Winds is unlikely to be used. Alright, Blade, that was actually a tame turn for you. But I'm definitely going to put out Otherworldly Resilience. Is this stream getting choppy? It says I have 0 dropped frames. But considering that it seemed like I had an internet issue earlier, I would not be surprised if OBS is lying to me right now. You know, because of all the technical difficulties that I've had. And by all, I mean, well, I guess we've had 2 technical difficulties. We've had a mic that wasn't recognized, and we had a chat that stopped working after a certain point. But if stream is choppy, I do apologize. If I go Crocodile, we could take out Tempersonation. So if I have Naturalist become Crocodile to play Primal Charge and deal 1 target 3 melee, that would take out Tempersonation, so I don't need to Lightning Slash it. I think I want to put out the Elemental Subwave Inducer, even though this is going to be 2 damage right now, because I could change my damage type if needed. And Lightning Slash... I'm tempted to Lightning Slash Blade right now. But this is going to do me 2 damage, so I'm just going to hold off on that, because I can wait till next turn. Where I have Ball Lightning for more damage. And now I don't see any messages in chat. This stream is just going wonderful right now. I'm just paranoid now that nothing's working, so I'm going to open up a second window. No, it's not. Alright, it is working, because it's also appearing on that end. You know, actually I still have my stream open on this computer. That might be part of the problem. Let's stop playing this video. Let's pop out the chat so I could at least have a second chat interface in case something bad happens. Alright. I was just paranoid. Who's considered to have the highest HP? Let's give it to Naturalist. Play the top card of each villain deck in turn order. Scrumptious. This is not going to take out Tempersonation. I don't think order matters. Homunculus. A chance at vengeance. Giving me an Impulsion Beam! Yeah! So much for Prime Warden's power. And so much for playing more than 1 card. So if I want to take out Tempersonation for sure, then I have to skip this play and activate Crocodile and play a card. Because the problem is, with Impulsion Beam, I cannot play more than 1 card. I could also have activated Rhino, I guess, but that's fine, because now I can play Feral Fury on my next turn or something. Ugh, Pterodactyl Thief. This would have been actually a great time for Velociraptor pack, but oh well. At the end of the environment turn, move each Flesh Child into play. Ugh. So, yeah, so move each flesh child from the trash into play and then destroy this card, and then he regains 10 hit points. Which, actually, if I destroy this card, it doesn't move each flesh child into play, but it still involves Biomancer regaining 10 hit points. But I think I'm not really worried about Biomancer. I think I want to put By Any Means out. I think I want to put it on Friction. But I'm going to use my base power on Baron Blade. So now both Baron Blade and Friction have +1s. So we could hit them more easily. Oh no, I have to discard a card. I don't think Hunter and Hunted is going to be useful. I like that card, but in a Vengeance game, I always feel paranoid. And yeah, I have to take out the Pterodactyl Thief still. It's actually kind of bad. I can Ball Lightning the ongoing card. In fact, there are 2 ongoing cards, so I could just get rid of both, and then I could Ball Lightning to take out the Pterodactyl Thief. So, I can't use my base power to play extra cards, so getting Lightning Reduction wouldn't help. But I could give myself Melee Reduction, because that's Melee. What all is Melee? I feel like Melee is most likely to be dealt. This is Energy, though. And it's based on a number of cards in his trash, which is going to go up with the ongoing destruction, which I can't help. Melee. Yeah. We'll go for Melee. I mean, I could, let's see, because we do have we have a Feral Fury, which is going to do 2 and 2. We have a Primal Charge, which if I select Rhino can do 2 and 3, which is sort of equivalent. That could take out the Pterodactyl Thief. But those damage instances are probably better on Baron Blade because they'll be increased by 1. So I'll just do this on the Pterodactyl Thief. And then take out the ongoing cards. And then I could use my power, except I cannot play more than 1 card. So. Womp womp. Destroy cards. Oh boy. There goes our setup. And Highbrow is going to actually damage because I don't have my other really resilience anymore. Ugh. Silly Friction. And that only destroys ongoing cards? Damn. That's why I still have my Elemental Subwave Inducer, but nothing else. Alright, well, I'll be Rhino. I may use an additional power on my turn, provided that Impulsion Beam is not out there. But we do have an Obsidian Field going for us, which is nice. Delete hero target to Psychic. Yay! At least we got that -1. But that was a painful time to have reduction. I think I'm just gonna Terrible Tech Strike. Oh, shnikes. Yeah, I just want to get rid of Baron Blade ASAP now. Whose deck even is Highbrow? That's Friction. Ugh. How much HP does she have? 6. There. Because we're basically just going to kill ourselves if we try to take out Baron Blade and Highbrow just keeps hitting us. Highbrow is a girl, as I found out 6 weeks ago when I called it a bro, because I'm like, hi bro! No, it's Highbrow. It's a she. I mean, you can sort of tell by some sort of visual aesthetic that it's a female. Do I want to target Highbrow instead? Do I want to put out Neurotoxin Dart Thrower and then discard 2 cards for Obsidian Field? Because it's most likely that that's actually benefiting the villains more than it's benefiting us right now. I mean, I want to have the +1, but we're kind of taking ourselves out if I do that. So I think what I'm going to do, Neurotoxin Dart Thrower. I could hit her with the Tech Strike. It won't kill her, though. But we'll do this. And then we'll discard 2. And I want my Benny Means back. Oh, good. Negation bands. That's exactly what I wanted. I also wanted to discard my only card. Oh, Baron Blade. What do I do here? Like, negation bands has to go. It has to go. So I don't want to burn my lightning slash for it, but I kind of don't have a choice. Even then, I wouldn't be able to take it out for a while. Oh boy. This is why vengeance games are annoying, because if you don't have a good start, like, it just seems like it's so much more painful to get started in a vengeance game. If you can get set up, you can get ahead of the villains. But getting all these extra card plays on the villain side makes it easier for them to overwhelm you. And the advanced rule for Baron Blade is especially rough, because every device, including frictions, is getting a -2. Putting out Electrical Storm's not going to help in that regard. I really want to hit negation bands with Lightning Slash, but we don't have the damage increase anymore because for some reason someone got rid of it. Just use arcades. Just use Setting Sun Ra. Oh boy. I think I'm just going to put Electrical Storm. And then I'm going to figure out something for next turn. I don't know that it's going to matter. Delete hero target 1. Deal the hero with the highest X melee. Oh good, another unhealthy speed. Oh good, another unhealthy speed. You ever wondered what it felt like to be on the other side of Tachyon? Ever wonder if Tachyon had mechanical golems? So I think what I'm gonna do now is Resilient Tide. I'm gonna stay as a Rhino. I could draw a card with the power. There are certainly more non-hero targets than hero targets. So that's cool. Obsidian Field returns. Which unfortunately is very bad. Okay. Can I win this? I don't like saying that, but it seems like this is especially bad. I'm gonna hit highbrow. That's like the only thing I can do. Oh good, I can play an additional card, except I can't. Deal with the 2 heroes with the highest. Well, this person's gonna die anyway. Let's give Tempest a turn. And sure, let's make you not deal damage and force you to discard a card. And then you take out Chrono. Chrono's gone. And then you have a +1, of course you do. Tempest survives with 1 hit point. And if he wants to play a card, then he needs to reduce energy. It's not going to matter at all. Actually, no, we'll take out highbrow, so maybe it will matter. So let's actually turn this into melee, because friction deals melee. So then we can do this. I don't know if the order actually mattered, but highbrow's gone. And then I don't think the rest of it matters. So here's what it looks like if you fast forward through animations. Okay. Localized hurricane is probably a mistake. But I can take out negation bands with lightning slash. So now I can damage Baron Blade! Yay! And I can't play a card now. If I want to stay alive, I have to. Because friction's gonna do me 1 damage for sure. I don't think it's going to matter. It actually doesn't matter at all, so. That is how you lose. But hey. We actually had 2 victories in this stream, which is actually more than we've been having in the Summer of Ultimates. I don't know if you've seen my tracker of games, but I got it color-coded so you could see, you know, what games I've played, what games I've won, what games I lost. It's color-coded so you can now easily see what are victories and what are defeats. And you can see that the lower side of the spectrum has way more reds than the upper side of the spectrum, because it turns out Ultimate games are rather difficult. But, oh well. I haven't actually added the last 2 games. I did add Kismet's 101, but I didn't add the other ones. But that's going to be it for tonight, because it is 8:20. We did start about 6:20, so we have about a 2-hour stream there. Sentinels of the Multiverse is created by Greater Than Games and was created or implemented digitally via Handelabra Games, or just Handelabra Studio, or whatever their actual name is. You can get more info on the games at sentineldigital.com or through greaterthangames.com. If you enjoy this stream, I stream every Friday at 6 p.m. on this channel, twitch.tv/Handelabra Games. You can also find previous videos of this through the Twitch channel, or you can look them up on YouTube by looking for Handelabra. You can also see there, as well as on here, past broadcasts of the other streams that appear on this channel. In particular, we have On Deck every Monday at 7 p.m., which is a sister and brother duo playing Sentinels in the Multiverse and learning things as they go. That is between Pirate Savvy and Dover. Tuesday is Sentinels Live with Jeremy and John, who are two Handelabrats who helped design the game, and they've been doing their stream ever since, I want to say, late 2015. So this channel's been around for a long time, and they've been doing their weekly things for a long time. They were off this past week, but that stream is a good stream to go if you want to get some developer insights, as well as some preview of decks that haven't been implemented publicly yet. For instance, the Void Guard decks are currently being worked on and are currently being demoed through Sentinels Live. Then Friday at 6 p.m. is Dolphin's Dive, which you just saw. It's a strategically minded stream. We discuss every single card play, every single interaction, and we try to work out ways that we can win the game. For instance, how do you defeat the Dreamer when there's a bunch of Dark Heroes on the board? That was a fun moment, of course. Sunday is Tales from the Archive with another Litdown, who does some storytelling Sentinels. His matches have a theme across them. Before and after every match, he gives a little bit of story about the heroes in the match, and if he wins a match, he plays a certain game. If he loses a match, he plays a certain game. So his stream is decided based on victory or defeat. But those are the streams that you can watch. You can get more info on the game if you haven't already gotten so through the Greater Than Games or sentinelsdigital.com sites. You can purchase the game yourself through various media. It is available for Steam, iOS, and Android devices. So, lots of avenues to play this game, lots of avenues to enjoy this game being played. I hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. If not, please send me a complaint letter and I will respond to it with tears. If you enjoyed it, please send me a compliment letter and I will respond to it with tears. But thanks for putting up with me tonight as we dealt with various technical difficulties, and hopefully next week my mic situation will be resolved and we'll be back to having a better sounding mic. But in any case, that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.